So what is up YouTube, this is Jeremy from TubeOut, and today guys we have a corrected 6 Samurai deck profile for you guys. So first off I'm going to start by saying I already uploaded this video, however when I did it I completely blanked on adding 3 cards into the deck, so it was only a 37 card deck profile. Luckily I read the comments. I've told you guys I try to read all the comments. A couple people are like, am I going crazy or does this deck only have 37 cards? You were correct. Thank you. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and get to the correct deck profile. Some of you might have seen this already, but there's 3 extra cards in here for you. Anyway, starting off with the Samurai lineup, I gotta tell you guys before I start this deck is straight fire. It's probably the most fire deck profile I've ever made. But, one Secret 6 Samurai Kizaru. You don't need to play this card, but I enjoy playing him because he does search your red and blue for the infinite counter combo. You could cut this for like an upstart if you want, but I'm enjoying playing the Kizaru. You don't play the legendary Shadow anymore, which is the one downside to this, I guess. But he's still really good to play at 1. Following him is 3 Xyz. Obvious reasons are obvious. If you have a 6 Samurai, you throw him on the field. He's Link fodder, Xyz fodder, Synchro fodder if you really want. A new update to the deck is we're playing 3 Mizuho now. I used to play the 2-in-2 ratio. However, for this particular build, I'm really enjoying playing it at 3. Followed by the 2 Shinai. You can play more Shinai if you want to. I personally don't feel it's necessary in this particular build, but you would never want to play less than 2. Rounding up the 6 Samurai lineup is 1 Secret 6 Samurai Fuma. This just helps get you into your Halka Fibrex plays, and that's pretty much the only reason you play this card specifically. So you might notice that I'm not playing Kigeki anymore or Legendary Secret of the 6 Samurai, but how I've built this deck is to pretty much counter Nibiru, I guess. The whole goal of this deck is to be able to do your combo without your normal summon, so I call it No Normal Summon Samurai and NSS. And then rounding up the 6 Samurai cards is 1 Shin Squire. He's just an Earth Recursive tuner that's Gateway can bring it back. So that is it for the 6 Samurai monsters. There's 11 of them, but we do play more cards. New additions to the deck is 3 Super Quantum Red Layer. So this card's really cool. I really enjoy it because it is a fire warrior monster, which we'll go over in a minute why it's important that it's fire, but it just says if you control no monsters on the field, you can special summon it. In the short time that the other video was up, I did see someone saying that the deck is a lot more expensive, just because this card's, I think it's like $16 a piece, $16 a piece, so that's $45 right there. However, guys, you can cut this instead and play Junk Forward. It's the same exact card. The only difference is it's not fire. The reason why it's fire, though, is important is because you do play 3 Infernal Knight Renaud. This is also a bit of a expensive card. You don't have to play this either. You could play something like Blue Mountain Butter Spy. I believe that says when you normal summon a level 4 lower warrior, you can just special summon this from your hand. Or you can play like Asceticism and put in Asceticism targets. But this guy is just absolutely absurd. I would never not play this card. If you don't know what it does, it says if you control a fire warrior monster, you can special summon this card and it becomes a tuner. And then anytime it's special summoned, you can target a fire warrior monster or an equipped spell in your graveyard and add it to your hand. So that's really good for playing around hand traps. Like if you do get Nibiru later on in the turn and you somehow can't play through it, which you should be able to with pretty good ease, this will help you get like your DDR, your Living Fossil, Overdone Burial. You do not want to add back Phoenix Blade because you can add it back regularly, but it's just really good, and it's a tuner to make into your Hulk plays, and it's a level 1, which we'll go over in a minute. And then the final addition to the deck is 3 Fireflint Lady. I love this card. This card is so cool. I was super excited when I saw it get announced for OCG as a jump promo, I believe. And I was scared. I was like, oh, this is not going to come over forever. It came over really quickly, and I'm really happy about that. For those of you who don't know what its effect is if you control a warrior monster, you can activate the effect, special summon this monster from your hand. Pretty simple. It helps make a Zold if you don't, or if you have a monster on field. Then its other effect is You contribute this card from the field and special level 4 lower warrior monster from your hand, and it can't be targeted by your opponent. The targeting doesn't matter, but the fact that it just special summons, like let's say you have Kizaru in your hand, you contribute this, special summon your Kizaru, and get a search off that because it doesn't negate its effects, which is crazy. Anyways, that is it for the monster lineup. That is 20 cards. Starting in spells, we'll just get this out of the way. Call by the Grave. This is the card I somehow managed to forget for the last deck profile. You play 3 of it. Because Ash does still kind of hurt a little bit. Next, 3 Xian Smoke Signal. Searching your 6 Samurais is really good, along with Rhoda. I often find myself not searching for a 6 Samurai with Rhoda. I'll search like Renaud or Fireflint Lady to help do the no normal summon combos. So it's really cool. And if you do play Junk Forward, you can search that instead of your red layer. Next, 3 Xian's Dojo. Just obviously one of the best counter holders. It summons from the deck, which also helps you extend with plays. And 1 Gateway because it is at 1. Next up, equip spells in order from best to worst. 1 DDR, 1 Living Fossil, 1 Overdone Burial, and 1 Divide Sword Phoenix Blade. So I've gone over why I play these ones specifically every time I've done the deck profile, but I'll do it again. They all, except for Phoenix Blade, summon someone back, whether it be from the Banished, the Graveyard again, and then this is just recursive, you can add it back to your hand. So what I find myself doing more often now is that I have Renaud in my hand, and I have the ability to put monsters on the field. As a cost for Isolde, I'll send Phoenix Blade, Overdone Burial, and DDR. Summon maybe like a Mizuho if I need to, and then special Renaud and add the DDR back, because I'll have the Phoenix Blade engraved to banish whatever. DDR will have Phoenix Blade in hand. We can discard the Phoenix Blade, special summon back with DDR. It's just really good. Next, just good generic extenders. 1-for-1 and Instant Fusion. 1-for-1 is actually really good in this deck because you will almost always have like discard fodder for Isolde. I mean, like half of our deck is literally monsters. Some of the other cards in our deck just search monsters, so over half of our deck is pretty much monsters. And we have 8 1-for-1 targets, being the 3 Renaud, 3 Fireflint Lady, and then the 2 6 Samurai cards being Fuma and Xian Squire. But then Instant Fusion is just really good. Obviously puts a warrior on field. And then finally, 3 Phantom Knights of Shade Brigadine. It just puts a warrior on the field, honestly. That's a level 4. Nothing else about it really matters. This deck is pretty much built to be played like Goki. How it's just put 2 warriors on the field and then just go ham. However, 6 Samurais are not as unique, I guess, as Goki. I guess they're a little more unique, but they're not as consistent. So you need 2 warriors and then a 6 Samurai to pop off. Anyways, hopping into the extra deck, we do still play the 2 Battle Shogun. You can get away with only playing 1, but I found myself in certain situations where the second one does come up for the infinite counter combo. So I play 2. I would never play less. Next, 1 Isolde. This card is obviously broken, like warrior decks. Obvious. Next, 1 Halifibrex. This just helps you get into your synchro plays if you want to recur your Xian Squire. 2 Saruja. I did cut this from 3. You can still play 3. As a matter of fact, I'm still thinking about even playing 3 and dropping another card in the extra deck to play the 3rd. This is more for like game 2 and 3 if you want to like draw into your side deck cards. I'll just spoil it now. I do play Solemn Judgment in my side deck. So if I'm going first, I'm going to Saruja until I can see 1, maybe 2 of the Solemn... I just totally forgot his name. Solemn Judgment. To out the Dark Ruler no more. Because obviously Dark Ruler no more cannot be responded to by monster effects. So you could play 3 Sarujas. 1 Appaloosa Bow the Goddess. Negating monsters is really good. The card I could cut for Saruja is Access Code Talker. I just really like this card because nothing it does can be responded to. And it's really easy to summon, especially in Samurai's going second. If you summon this against like 5 set randomly, it's really hard for them to interact with that. So that is it for the Link monsters. There is a lot of them. I don't know, 8 I believe. Anyways, Synchro monsters is 1 Herald of the Arclight. I love this card. I think this card is absolutely, honestly, I think this card is broken. It pretty much just kills any deck that relies on the graveyard monsters. Dangers, if they get discarded, they're sent to the banish zone instead. Randomly BA, if they mill with Dante, they would get banished instead, any of the monsters. I believe this hits Forbidden Droplets, because Droplets says send cards from your hand to the graveyard, so they would not be able to send monsters. I don't know the exact text on Droplets, but I think like if you discard a monster, you get a negate monster. If you discard spells, you get a negate spells. Traps, you get negate traps. So they can't discard monsters, pretty much is the best part about it. Anyways, continuing, 1 Naturia Beast. It's just really good spell negation. It's really hard, I feel like, to run out of cards in your deck to negate. You, at most, they're only going to have 6 spells in their hand to activate. You have a ton of other negation cards to negate their spells. 1 card whose name I can never figure out, and I don't know, they messed up, they didn't print it. But one of that guy, he's really cool. 1 Borreload Savage Dragon. Again, just free negation. That's it for the Synchros. Xyz, 1 Dugaris, the Timeless, and 1 Abyss Dweller. Flexing with the ulti. I love this card. I'm so glad it finally got the ulti. But these are just really good. This is good against like anything Eldritch. They can't activate any of their traps during the end phase. Dugaris helps you extend plays. And then finally, our instant fusion target is Flame Swordsman. It's really weird to see something from LOB played again. I really wish I had the super rare, but we'll deal with a rare alter art. We play him because he is a fire warrior monster, so he fits both of the criteria for half of our deck, being a warrior to make a Zold, fire to be summoned with like your Renaud. And then I have decided, or haven't fully decided, whether or not I do want to play a rank 5 in this deck, because it is a level 5, so is Red Layer, and so is Xian, so it's super easy to make rank 5s. But yeah, you play Swordsman. Anyways, that is it for the deck profile, guys. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns down in the comment section. Sorry that I messed up earlier. I saw a couple of people saying, hey man, we're all human, we make mistakes. Yeah, I appreciate the support. But that is it for the deck profile, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. Remember to like the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, share the channel with your friends, spread some Yu-Gi-Oh love. Again, sorry for that goof, but thank you guys so much for watching the video, and I will talk to you later. Peace.
Recognize when I wreck a mic, leaving all y'all mesmerized. Killing instrumentals, but nobody wanna testify. In his prime, I think someone better check the guy. Always spitting heat, the beat gon' be hard to identify. Stress minds and wreck mics and leave with the best lines. My sex life is great cause I spit like a Tech 9. Stomp competition, beat them with the lead pipe. Sleep on you rappers just like it's my bedtime. You already know that old big bro from the west side. Got you hoes smoking on my flow like a meth pipe. Forever cold, I'll eat your soul like a death site. Headed to the top, shining brighter than a headlight. You better recognize I'm about to go off, putting on a show and I ain't even trying to show off. Here's the red dot, the shot, and kill Rudolph. Call me James Bond, cause I killed it with a suit on.